this is Boss Up. Being an artist, you're constantly being challenged and you're constantly getting threatened whether or not you want to continue in your career because it's challenging. So that's that inner attitude that I have to carry, and I want other people to carry too, so then they go after what they want.
I can speak my mind and make my own platform. Like I don't have to do what everybody else is doing.
I had moved out of my mom's house when I was like 17, and I was like on my own, and I was in like a very lost place. And I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had dropped out of school. And
I had no idea what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do art, but not exactly what. And the first thing my mom was like, just do graphic design.
I prayed a lot for a purpose. I just woke up one day and I had this voice in my head that was like, go paint.
And I think the paint really kind of came from living in Ferguson. That was a really big transition for me because like when Michael Brown was killed, that happened while I was home.
It was very clear to me that one of the biggest messages I wanted to push out was empowerment.
USA in general and just the world, you know, and I think about that and I just try to like show just more positive images, you know, of people of color.
So I was like 19, 20, and I painted consistently every day. I was painting everything. Like I was painting on my walls. I was painting like vases, books, everything I could get my hands on. Like I was painting because I couldn't afford like real canvases.
I was just tired of like drawing on 11 by 17 Bristol board with ink. Like I was tired. It was boring to me. Like was a challenge, and paint thoroughly challenged me.
I built up this like abstract portfolio for a year, and then I applied to art school down here in Miami. And what I saw and what I realized was like, this is such a perfect place for opportunity.
I felt that I needed to make something happen to like start pulling people back together. Painting is like kind of forcing me to get out of my comfort zone a little bit, and that is like the transition, like how my career changed, all that because I literally pick up the paintbrush.
A lot of people think that, oh, it's art, so there's really like no value to it because they don't understand, you know, how important art is to the culture.
I know the way you play.
Miami happened because I had just landed a mural with Salvation Army back at St. Louis, and I was already ready to leave.
To see, I love the way you feel.
And then also, like, I met this beautiful woman. I was like, let me see her in person first. You know, let me see if it's true. I'm just gonna buy a plane ticket and just come and just see you.
And now I know.
The summer came and we were like, all right, let's just give it a shot. Like, I'll come down there, you know, let's see how it happens, and we will just kind of see how it goes. You know what I mean? Like, she opened her house to me, and then it just like cascaded really fast.
She's the one and only for me.
Everything that was happening, like, for my career was happening fast, but more importantly, like, I was learning a lot about myself. I told Alejandra this yesterday. It's like, it takes a real woman to make a man. And like, that's what was happening.
I have someone's eyes who I trust, who can be like, Alejandra, that's your best work, or that's not the best. So let's maybe try this one instead. So it's nice. And then bounce off ideas of how we want to present our work. This is a collaborative piece with Mojo, and we were basically just doing like a cultural piece. Definitely wanted to emphasize, you know, a young little Latina. This one is called Divine Presence, and it's about the peaceful feeling and the tranquility that you have from knowing that God is always present. So the dove is a representation of God. And the yellow is you know, the positive energy, the beautiful energy that comes from being connected to that.
There's no real like extensive YouTube video to teach you how to paint people of color, you know, and what helps show that, you know. I mean, I've learned a bunch. I learned a lot from my friend John Moody. I've learned a lot from Alejandra, and also just learn from just like picking colors and what works for me. This painting is called King, and basically it is a manifestation of me. This painting is part of a collection called She for the Culture, which is sharing her evolution. And so this piece is called Essence. Power couple is like an understatement, dude. We are really strong together, like a super duper power team. And honestly, it's because we're so different. We have different ideologies about art, how to make art, even how to start a painting. Even that is like different.
There's a lot of things that I want to do with my work. I've always said since the beginning that art was the bridge for philanthropy for me. So we're here today with the Sonoran Initiative, and Mojo and I are both really fortunate to be on the board. And we are the art directors for them, and we facilitate a lot of creative input and advice and events for the fellows of the Sonoran Initiative, which is part of the mentorship that we do.
What is it that you all feel is the most important as it relates to us as a collective?
Financial literacy.
Financial literacy? Okay.
You have to target all that negative relationship that you have with it right now, face it, be aware of it, and now start changing that. Start changing your mentality about how you think about money.
For me, I think it's just really powerful that they're around us because it's changing a lot of our mindsets. Like with Alejandro today talking about thinking about your finances differently, your relationship with money. That's something that I may not get in my day-to-day life.
The group alone and Lisa alone, what she's done just to get us in front of these people that are well known in their field, established, and they're willing to like, okay, I'm gonna take your word and I'm gonna take these individuals, put them in the places that they would like to be and show them how to be successful in their field. And that's really huge. I've never seen anything like it.
Okay, we're at the W Hotel.
Okay.
We're doing an art show together, our first official art show. The W Hotel does like a happy hour every Friday night, and they wanted to start doing art events. So they reached out to us and we linked up, and we decided to put something on that kind of mixed the two because, you know, art, drinks, and music kind of always go hand in hand.
Me, like I came just because I wanted to show my art and it not be in my house. It's not gonna sell if it's in my house.
We just really want to get out of the house.
Right, we just need to get out of the house. We've been painting. The dope thing about our relationship is that we allow each other to be natural in what we're doing.
You have a dream and I have a dream, and we both have this vision, and our visions are very similar, our intentions are the same. We both want to impact the community, we both want to help people, we both want to inspire, and we both want to make art. So it's like, why wouldn't we pair up? Why wouldn't we take on that together? And
Right.
Why not build the empire together rather than having like two completely different ones? 1, 2, 3. This is the Queen of Carnival Miami poster. So basically she is like a strong Latina who's carrying the culture and the energy from Carnival Miami on her. She's got it, she's exuding the energy, and she's carrying it through the streets.
We loved her story. We thought it represented well what our community is about, and we loved her work, and we felt it would represent what Carnaval Miami really is.
well, this painting is of Jesus in a time where, like, what if he was here right now? When I moved to Miami, this is exactly what he said. He said, you are here for a purpose. I put you here, and it is going to be hard, but you are going to get through it. Like, we will get through it together. Now I'm able to, like, help other people. Like, that's really it. Like, it ain't about me no more.
I was super broke. I had like no money and I was stealing food. So I stole some art supplies and I went back to my apartment and I started painting. And as soon as like my paintbrush hit the canvas, it was this moment of clarity of just like, this is everything I've been searching for my entire life. It's that moment when you're about to quit. Those who really make it push through it, and those who won't give up. And my whole mentality was, if I never give up, eventually I have to make it.
It is about someone like believing in you more so than you can even see yourself. Man, again, I'm getting chills again. I've been getting nothing but like goosebumps ever since I came to Miami. I'm sorry.
It's like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you
hard.
want this dream? How bad do you want, sorry, like how bad do you want this vision that you've had, this like freedom to live your life how you want it? Like how bad do you want it? And that same tenacity, that same resilience you have to have in the relationship of like, how bad do you want to be, you know, a partner to someone and give yourself everything that you need in return as giving them everything they need, and like kind of keeping each other whole. Like you're doing such a good job at being whole and complete in yourself, and I'm doing such a good job, and like together as two very complete people we can achieve so much more and we can be so wonderful together. So like, man, let's just do it.
Let's do it.